And I just want to say thank you for the people that let me through and let me ask my questions. And it's an honor. Can I give you a sign name? That's a huge thing to be accepted in the deaf community. So will you copy me right now? Can you copy my signs?
Yeah.
Do you see the C and then K, right? So C, K, right there, C, K. It's about your distinctive facial features. That's what we do. C, K, C, K. Everybody, copy C, K. There we go. Yay!
Thank you. That's very sweet.
This was actually a pretty wholesome video. It was pretty wholesome.
Are lost.
Yeah, you can just look at me. So do you see me? Can you see me? There's ASL access too, so all right. Hi, my name is Logan Evans. I'm deaf, and I'm honored to be here to have this opportunity to speak with you today. And it's really interesting debate so far, and I've learned a lot. But my question for you is, do you believe everyone in this crowd have equal access to information? Should they have that?
Well, first of all, I think the Translator are doing a great job. You should give it up for them. That's not easy. So, and especially with all the back and forth. Ideally, of course, yes. But I will say that some people in this audience, for example, would love to see the entire thing, but they're not up close. But I'm really glad that you're able to have a translator that can make you as possibly part of this event. And so I think, and they're doing a great job.
I never understood this whole equal access and equality thing because, as we all know, life isn't fair. Life has never been fair, and life has never in any shape or fashion been equal. And what I mean is some people are naturally smarter than other people. Some people are naturally more athletic. Some people are naturally more gifted in areas that make more money, or they're naturally more gifted at interpreting information. They're born into a richer family. So this whole thing about fairness and equality, it just doesn't exist in real life at all. What America does give you, though, is opportunity. Anyone in America can get rich, meaning that America does not have a caste system. If you guys don't know what a caste system is, it's a system where you cannot move up in society if you're born from a certain family, or if you look a certain way, or if you are a certain gender. America does not have that. That's why it's called the land of opportunity. It's not called the land of it's not called the land of equalness or the land of fairness. It's called the land of opportunity. You get the opportunity to do anything. We all had the opportunity to go to the NBA. We just weren't 6'8", or we couldn't shoot good enough. But nonetheless, let's continue.
Yes, thank you for being positive and saying stuff like that. But in California, when there was the wildfires happening, you posted something on social media that said that a person should not be interpreting on the screen. You should get them out because they're a distraction. And I lost a lot of respect for you that day.
Yeah, that's fine.
You said that closed caption works for everybody, right? But you have to understand that American Sign Language is a critical point for the deaf community to access a language. And the entire deaf community lost a lot of respect for you. And you said, get the interpreters off the way. That's a distraction. But you just said everybody should have a right to equal access to information. So what do you believe about that?
Right. So I've had a couple very respectful deaf people come up to the event. I don't want to spend too much time on this, but I was educated on the difference between ASL and closed captioning, and that some deaf people don't actually even, it's a first or primary language, meaning closed captioning might not relate to it. I don't want to dwell too much on it. I even said to someone at USC she might have changed my mind, so never meant to offend you. It wasn't meant in that way. I did a whole show on it. Be happy to send that to you so you could view it. But thank you for your commentary on that. And look,
one more thing.
That's fine.
One more thing. But deaf people have already changed their views on you. You look like you are against people with disability. You're an autist. So first, we really appreciate you and you coming in to social media and be including in closed captioning. We do appreciate that portion. And everybody should be more inclusive as well. But also having interpreters, you have to understand that American Sign Language, there is history in the United States. See, Abraham Lincoln was involved.
I'm assuming Charlie Kirk said something online that was referencing ASL communication or something along closed captioning that offended the sign language or the people who use sign language. And he doesn't seem, how do I say this? He kind of seems sorry that he said it, or he seems like he made a mistake. Not fully sure on his tone. He's really kind of stoic when it comes to this. He didn't really say sorry, but he's also not really not saying sorry. But maybe he's posted something online that offended people, and that's what they're talking about here. I do hope they resolve it by the end of the video, though.
Involved in it. I mean, everybody was involved and has multiple years, hundreds of years of discrimination trying to get rid of American Sign Language. And this information is vital to our community. And yeah, you're right. Closed captioning is great. But without interpreters, we can lose lives. In the wildfire that happened that you specifically commented on, or Oklahoma, we had wildfires here too. It's super important to make sure that we're giving the information because you're going to lose a life. You have to understand that.
Okay, got it. I will say though that during the wildfire, I think there were interpreters, but point taken. Happy to learn more about it. Thank you for the respectful information, and I meant no offense to you, and thank you for being here. And thank you again to our great translators.
Thank you so much. I mean, can I say something to the crowd as well, if you don't mind?
Yeah.
I just want to say, I want to thank you so much for letting the deaf people to come in here and having access as well. But as you can see, there's an ASL group over here. They're signing right now, and I don't mind. Would you mind looking at the ASL group? Do you have a second? Just peek your head around. Right there, right behind you, literally right behind you. A little bit more. There we go. All right.
Hello, everyone. Yeah.
Great. And I just want to say thank you for the people that let me through and let me ask my questions. And it's an honor. Can I give you a sign name? That's a huge thing to be accepted in the deaf community. So will you copy me right now? Can you copy my signs?
Yeah.
Do you see the C and then K, right? So C, K, right there, C, K. It's about your distinctive facial features. That's what we do. C, K, C, K. Everybody, copy. C, K. There we go. Yay!
Thank you. That's very sweet.
This was actually a pretty wholesome video. It was pretty wholesome. I'm not gonna lie. But let me know what you guys think in the comments below. This was probably the most civil discussion I've ever seen Charlie Kirk have. But anyways, it's LFR JoJo, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.